Hello, 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 hello. Yo, what's up, Corey? Just want to quickly say that I have a crawlers replay for next. Oh yeah, bet that'll be tomorrow because Emily went to Costco. That sounds so good. Uh, Costco hot dog sounds pretty fire right now. I'm trying to figure out what to eat. Bit hungry. I'll give it a few minutes. Yeah, Master Duel stream will be tomorrow for sure. Good. Since the rest of the players off, man, beat your ass with them. Hey, Costco is fire in general. For sure. Want a whole onion for a single Costco hot dog? Huh? What the heck? I don't know how that would taste. A whole ass onion on a hot dog. A shell. Oh, like a hot. Oh, okay, okay. All right. She'll eat the whole thing too. I mean, I like onions when it's like sautéed or like like I can eat in like a menudo. I can eat a whole onion. Yeah, interesting. All right. So here's the dildo. Okay. Um, I was gonna go live yesterday. I was super tired. Like I haven't been sleeping well this whole week. I was supposed to go supposed to meet up with the homies today. There was a emergency with one of the homies. They had to go help out their nephew. I said that's okay, it's all good. But I was super tired, like driving back to the car shop. I was like, you know what? It was meant to be not to show up today. So I went home, came home, took like a 15-20 minute power nap. And almost not gonna go live today. Now push it. And I'm like, you know what? It's getting later. I want at least do like an hour and a half, 2 hour stream today. Watch time hours reach 1800. I'm like, if I miss another day, it's gonna go down. And like I need to be on the right track, because if this happens multiple times a week, like constantly every week, I'm gonna get in that mindset where like I'm just go live 2-3 times a week. And like I'm like this spring and summer, I need to grind on YouTube for that YouTube partnership. Because a couple years ago I was at 2,000 and I could have made it, and I just like did what I did, like did not want to do anything. So I was like, you know what? There you go. But my insomnia, like I have insomnia pretty horrible since I was a child. And doesn't help when the weather's pretty hot too, so like it sucks. And that's kind of what's been going on. My allergies been messing with me. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm like, I need to like fix my sleep schedule. So that is so that's what's going on with me for this week. And also the other day with work was pretty it was a lot. It was a lot. So I'm like, shit, dude, like I need yeah. Oh yeah, like schedule for like for content for like streaming on YouTube, and then like I have like a vlog that I need to finish. I was supposed to do that last week and I hadn't. Like, dude, like all I've been wanting to do is sleep. And then some other stuff's going on. So yeah. So it's gonna get fixed. I'm gonna fix it. I have an idea for Saturday what I'm gonna do. And what I'm gonna do in the mornings before work. Is instead of going to work, or instead of going to work, I need to go to work. Instead of like I need to get back into the gym routine. I was enjoying that. But like I'm gonna flip my time for the gym. Instead of in the mornings on my weekends, go once or twice early in the morning to the gym, because they open like at 4 in the morning, and that'll be perfect for me. I wake up at 3 anyways every day for work, basically. Go there for about 45 minutes to an hour, then go to work, and I'll be done. And the weekends go like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, do an hour session, and then come back home. Oh man, it's getting darker. Hold on. There's that. And then for like, I wanted to do my YouTube streams 6:30 p.m. at minimum 2 hours, and then like change my bedtime schedule. Like I can operate 5 hours of 5 hours of sleep. I can operate and I can drive home easily. It's just like if I have like that 3-4 hours, it's horrible. Like this morning I got called like at 3:30, and I set my alarm schedule for 4:30. I could not go back to sleep, and my whole day was kind of ruined. Like my energy was down low. It's like right now I'm struggling. So that's what that. But here we are for today's stream. We got an unsolved, I guess you could say unsolved mystery. The disappearance of pronounce her name, Elisa Lam. I think that's how you pronounce her name. But yeah. Bro, I'm smacked. Oh hey, yo, what's up, Yami Relic? Sorry, I'm over here chit-chatting. I apologize. I'm like Shrek. She's Fiona. Bro, I love onions, but like, man, I can't eat like raw onions. It depends on what for raw onions. Brass, welcome in. Yeah, I said here's the deal though, KB. How you doing, Yami? Welcome in. I saw Mr. King. Bro, there's still like I watched a tier bracket of like of current meta decks. And the YouTuber placed the VSK9 as like not S tier, but like the tier below it. And I'm like, yeah, like it's still meta, like it's still good for the TCG, even in Master Duel, and it can hold its own. I forgot what was S tier. I was like listening to it while I was driving back home yesterday. I'm trying to remember. And I'm like, oh, his tier list is pretty valid. You're chilling? Well, Relic, we're gonna watch. So I have a couple of videos to watch. So in my mind, to make sure I don't get hit, is to flip the video backwards. That way, like it's like fair use on both YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. So I'm gonna try that. If not, then I'll just like unpublish the VOD. That way I'll be fine. But we're gonna see how that goes. But it does fall under fair use. So that's that's what it is. For you, KB, I'm gonna put crawlers in S tier for you. Brandon is always Brandon was an S tier. That's what it was. Brandon was an S tier. But but the Spider-Man trailer, oh my goodness. I would say that was the best comic book trailer in a very, very long time. Because there were so many references to comic book covers of the Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man. So many questions, stuff that I know they left out on purpose in the video. Kirio's watching. Oh, my boy. That's my balded little homie, my son. But yeah, so like, yeah, the trailer, amazing. I can't wait. I'm gonna do what I did last time. I'm building up points and then tickets, rolling over tickets, so I can buy the whole top row at the movie theaters. It does, like legit. That feels like Spider-Man. That feels like the hero, the character itself that we've been waiting for the longest time. I am too. We're like, watch it and let me know what you think. I caught when it first dropped the trailer. It dropped like at 4 a.m. and I was getting ready for work. I was like, oh, here's the trailer. Yeah. So like at Cinemark, so I have a Cinemark movie pass, and when No Way Home came to theaters during COVID, unable to watch movies, so my tickets was rolling over every month, and I didn't buy the whole top row. I bought like half. I had points to get free tickets, and I bought majority of the top row, and then like invited my brother, a friend, my parents, and I think I had like 2 or 3 seats left over where no one could sit near us. And there's multiple villains too, KB, like multiple villains in that movie, and he's fighting them. And we're about to see him be like just the OP Spider-Man that he is. I'm hyped for that. And DD on the 24th. Yeah, we have 5 more days. I'm super excited for that. And then I mean they kind of spoiled Daredevil season 2 in that trailer. But I have a theory. I do have a theory. Brass, hear me out. Hear me out, Brass. So, who was it? Kingpin's assistant? How in the trailer she handed Spider-Man the key to the city. And I feel like that's just a placeholder for Kingpin. But we don't know. We don't know because we got finished season 2 of Daredevil, and we'll see where that story goes. I want to watch Hail Mary as well. Project Hail Mary. But my theory is Kingpin might be. Did my. I just noticed something. Hold on. Wait. This whole time. My camera got moved. Why? All right, there we go. Yeah, I think Kingpin will be introduced in the cinematic universe itself, in Brand New Day. Right. It's spectacular. It's amazing. I wonder if I can play the trailer. Play the trailer that way. I don't know. I don't want Sony or Disney to hit me. Never mind. Bored. I spelled bored wrong. The shot of his eye in the suit was spectacular. Like the pun. Uh, it was though. It was. The actor said his character can't be used in the movies. Well, he said that, but you never know. Sony could have reached a whole new deal with Disney. Like there could be something happen. I'm like it makes sense to include Kingpin in at least the Spider-Verse itself. Raymond Otto's here. He messaged me in the morning. I mean, that was it. Like he didn't reply back to me. You know what? I'll be honest with you. Invisible. I haven't watched it. I want to watch it, but I have not watched it yet. Um, and like I want to watch it, but I'm like I'm gonna probably let the whole series just play out and then binge watch it. I think the first half came about. Um, all right. Let me share my screen and where is it? Okay. I by the way, I enjoy YouTube like sharing or showing like free movies. Uh it's amazing. Okay. So Elisa Lam, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Disappeared at the Cecil Hotel. It was crazy. You should watch it now, honestly. Just watch it on stream. Just like play in the background. My brother, no, it was my brother who's so like someone's very they're into Invincible and they just enjoy it. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me finish what I'm doing here for notes. Before I just my ADHD just takes over and I start going bouncing back all over the place. Hold on. Let me control myself real quick. I know I'm like legit going to distract myself with everything. Yeah, I know you're into the boys, but someone I can know someone that was really into Invincible. Do, 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 do. Uh, and boom. All right. The boys is actually really good. Uh, I watched the first couple episodes. It's really good. Um, I just did not really like want to finish it. Um, whole lot of stuff. All right. So the title of my stream includes the Investigamers. Because I think it's like 4 episodes, 3 4 episodes. Myself and some homies uh that used to stream. We decided to come out with like because we were into like unsolved mysteries, uh, like docs, like documentaries and paranormal stuff. So we came up with the idea called a podcast that we created called Investigamers. We haven't done one in a very long time, so I thought, what if I kind of bring it back and you include anyone that wants to like hop in, or we're discussing on live at least like once or twice a month. So next week won't be one, but like the following week will be one. I was like, okay, well, let me do something paranormal. In my eyes, her case is very paranormal, Elisa Lam, because at a hotel that's haunted, or deemed haunted, she was found on top of the roof in, I believe it's called water. Oh my gosh, had in my head. A water tank. Her body was discovered, and there was video footage from the hotel of her acting kind of weird, and like she was acting kind of strange, and people were think she was running for someone, trying to hide from someone. Some people that they think that she was possessed by something. Because like one, how did you, like if her body was found in the water tank, how did she climb up the water tank and get inside? Like it's kind of interesting, kind of strange. Um, so we're gonna look at some notes now. I did watch. If you guys are into Ghost Adventures, one of my favorite shows. Did a ghost investigation case on the Cecil Hotel, and we're discussing about her disappearance and stuff like that. I just got a link. I should have deep dived more on her case, but the link is from the story of this of on her is from People Magazine. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna read that, and then I have a this video from Reddit from BuzzFeed Unsolved Network. We're gonna watch. It's a 7-minute video, and then there's also surveillance video footage of Elisa, of her bizarre behavior, and we're gonna watch that, and we're gonna kind of basically discuss about this on today's for today's stream slash podcast. So I thought of this, and I kind of want to do that for some chit chat content for streams. I know a lot of us are into the paranormal, into ghosts, into unsolved mysteries, and a lot of cases. So that, let's start this up today and see how this goes, and we go from there. So I think I don't want to hear myself in the background, so I'll make sure everything is muted, and then unmute this. So we'll watch the video footage first, and then we'll go from there. I think that is a great idea. And yeah. Let me know if like the sound is too loud. We would really, really appreciate that. So this is from CBS News. Hmm. I don't think I ever saw that before. Yo, what's up, Wiz? All right. Oh, woo. Whoa. I'm glad I did not push steps. I don't want to play Any movies? All right, cool. So was we're just kind of going over. I don't know if you heard of Elisa Lam. I want to. I feel like I'm mispronouncing her last name. I don't want to do that. Oh yeah, yeah. No, so okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. So one of the things I noticed is that like dreadful today with the coin flips. I've been cooking a 60 card list. Oh, what's the 60 card list? What deck are you using? Um, so what's kind of weird is that I know she goes in and out of the oh my goodness, what's it called? The elevator. I was gonna say conveyor. I don't know why my head wants to say conveyor. But she was going in and out of the elevator, but that like at no point. So let's see. She walks in, right? Let's see. She's in the elevator. Oh, okay, it did kind of move. Then it stopped. Traffic. Okay. Tomorrow's stream. If you're down, let me know. If you join, I'm down to duel against it. So this is about 18 seconds. So what we're doing is today's stream we're kind of going over like a mystery. This woman's name Elisa Lam. Her body was found in a water tank on top of the roof of the Cecil Hotel. So we're kind of going over about like a mystery and the paranormal stuff like that. So kind of going over about that, but at one point the elevator did trying to close, but as I'm like scrolling through the whole thing, I don't think it ever moved. But she was outside. So she walked outside at 54. So let's see when she's going back in and out. She was outside from. Okay, she went back outside. 59. So let's say about 30 seconds. Yeah, this is before her passing. Um so for 30 seconds the door didn't want to close. And then did she ever push buttons? She did. I think she did right here. So what this video is showcasing is that of her behavior, how she was acting that evening or night. And at towards the end, she was talking to someone. What I'm trying to get at is that the door's never shut. That's what I'm trying to get at. And then she was like doing this. So let's watch this part. Hello. She was acting kind of funky right here. Like she was pushing buttons here. I wonder if those buttons is not too. No, the buttons for the floors. So he's pushing the buttons. But you would think that the door would have shut by then, right? And she's the hotel's located in Los Angeles. Okay. So she was acting kind of weird. So this is just a surveillance video of her. Um ooh. Wait, CNN. We can probably watch that. Did anyone notice how the elevator door never closed? The most creepy part is that no one knows how she died but herself, and she died alone. So this was about roughly like 13, 14 years ago. I want to say like 2013, when her body was found. Okay, I'll just take stairs for the rest of my life. I hope that when time machines are invented, someone will go back and solve all these cases. The head movements gave me chills. Nobody here talks about her hand gesture. That's oh yeah, her hand gesture is creepy. Um, I forgot there's a Netflix doc on this. No, Storming the Grove. Oh, we'll see. For those who don't know, the girl stayed in this really sketchy hotel, the one in this video, and then her parents thought it was strange that she didn't contact them all that night. So her parents called the cops to look for her. They found this footage, and this was the last that anyone saw her alive. It was until a few weeks later, people in that same hotel noticed a foul taste in their. What? I didn't know about that. So if you're staying at a hotel and you're getting a weird taste of the water, of your water from the hotel, or if you're showering, ugh. So they went to find out why. They found her body floating in the water tanks on the roof. No one knows to this day what happened. They don't know why she kept looking in the halls. They don't know what those hand gestures were. It's pretty scary. Hope this clears some things up for the people who didn't know. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, 'cause that's kind of true. So, all right, we're gonna read upon or upon up about this case for People's Magazine. And then we're first gonna watch this video from BuzzFeed Unsolved Network. This was the surveillance footage was from CBS News. So we'll watch that. Yeah, she's the Cali gun laws. I don't know, man. To be honest with that could be another topic. That'd be another topic. We can discuss about that in another conversation. Um, so that like that comment's true. Like if she checked in but didn't check out, you would be kind of curious. Like, hey, what happened? Unless she booked the hotel for X amount of days. I don't know. I didn't really go uh read that much or like watch that much videos about her. Like all I know about like I heard about this mystery online. Didn't really deep dive that much on it. And then also there's some information from Ghost Adventures. And for me, I didn't really get into like unsolved mysteries or murder mysteries up until my wife, so bless her soul. Um Now I'm very like if I can't sleep at night, I get into a deep rabbit hole about a lot of things. One of the cases that I really like, probably one of these streams, is the Zodiac killer. I really want to deep dive into that. Another one, I haven't really been up on it that much. I don't know if you guys know about the singer David and about Celeste. That one is very interesting. I did do some content about that when it was first announced. Um, and whenever I get new information, I would send that information to one of my friends and my wife, like, hey, this is kind of interesting. Look at this, blah blah blah. like in my head, in my mind, in my opinion, David is not innocent, the singer. And there's a lot of questions about this case, and we'll go into that one of these streams. I will discuss about that, and hopefully I can get my other Investigamer partners to hop on stream. We can discuss about this. It's kind of interesting, like, talk about that, Wiz, because the police department, well, like that one, yeah. So David the singer, so his name is spelled D4VD, is a young famous singer. His songs got popular on TikTok. He had collabs with Invincible, by the way. He did a song for Invincible, and then he also had a collab with Fortnite, and he had a collab with other like shoe brands and I think clothing brands. And when this popped up, stuff happened. But we'll save all that. Like if we want to discuss about that, we can in the next stream when we do stuff. So I'm down to talk about that, because like that one I know a whole lot, because I'm like, that's crazy, like stuff that happened. So back on Elisa. Man, I could talk about a whole bunch, man. I stop myself sometimes. Okay, here we go. Actually, I won't do that.
All right.
Ooh, that scared me. That was loud.
Let's fix the camera. So today we're driving to the Stay on Main Hotel, or as it was formerly known, the Cecil Hotel.
I didn't know the name change. That's crazy.
As part of an ongoing series where I tell this guy true crime stories. And today we have the privilege of actually going there because it's in LA. And this place happens to be the site of one of the most bizarre mysteries I've ever read. All right, so we're in our hotel room now. I guess it's time to tell this story.
In a giant red chair that's shaped like a hand.
So on January 26, 2013, 21-year-old Canadian tourist Elisa Lam checked into the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles.
Canadian tourists. Oh. Okay.
On February 19th, 18 days from the last time she was seen, Elisa Lam's body was found naked and floating in a 4-foot by 8-foot water tank on the roof of the Cecil Hotel where she was staying.
This sounds horrible.
You want to know what it was that led to her discovery? It was hotel guests complaining about the low water pressure from the
Okay.
hotel.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold on.
It was hotel guests.
Okay. The water tank's here. How? So I'm assuming it's this one, or they're probably checking. How did you get inside? No. Oh, crap. Huh. That's interesting.
Complaining
I'm just trying
the
to
low water pressure from the hotel.
Yikes.
One couple after the fact.
Well, she was
water
found in
was
there.
black before normalizing, and that it had a bad taste. But didn't complain at the time because they thought that was normal for LA.
Are you gonna drink the water?
No, I'm not gonna drink the water. No, don't drink that. Come on, man.
Cheers. You're a savage. Tastes clean?
I mean, it has been 3 years. It tastes just like water, but it's too much for me to bear. I can't. Plus, there's like this weird fucking water pipe thing going on up here. Another interesting piece of info is from a statement from the hotel manager. And apparently, when Elisa checked into the hotel, she was originally in a hostel-style shared room, but later was moved to her own private room due to complaints from her roommates of odd behavior. It turns out the last time she was seen was actually on surveillance footage from the hotel elevator. I'm gonna show you the key points of it.
Show me, there's footage?
Yeah, what you're about to see is, I don't know.
want to see, is there dead? I don't want to see anything.
No. It's weird. I'll tell you that, it's weird. All right, so this is the surveillance footage from the elevator. This is the last time she was seen. So that's her. Like, why is she?
No wounds.
I'm not sure what.
I wonder if they'll explain that
Chasing her.
of like how she was
You
found.
wouldn't get out of the elevator if someone was chasing you.
I mean, she appears to be moving her hands in like a really weird, inhuman way. Like,
How is the elevator doors not closed yet?
I have no idea. It almost looks like she's talking to somebody right now, right? Does it not look like she's talking to somebody directly in front of her?
Yeah. I mean, not directly in front of her, down the hall, but I mean, there's no one in front of her, so yeah.
That's the video. I mean,
Point one, that's strange.
That's
I'll give you that.
super strange, right?
That doesn't really give us any information.
I mean, it gives you some theories, though. One of which was she was on hallucinogens or drunk. And while Elisa was in fact bipolar and reportedly took 4 different medications for that disorder, this theory that she was on hallucinogens or drunk was quickly rebuked by the fact that her toxicology test results came back with nothing.
I guess that was the only footage of that hallway and of the elevator. So from the autopsy report, it showed no drug or alcohol intoxication.
Nothing in her system
Interesting.
contributed to her death. So,
Yeah, but that is she's bipolar.
Okay, so she had a bipolar disorder.
Just right there, that could explain why she was doing that.
it's possible.
Yeah.
Another theory was that she was actually murdered, but the autopsy showed no visible signs of trauma on her body. So if evidence suggests that it wasn't foul play and it wasn't drugs, many wonder what could have led Elisa to actually climb in the tank herself. And that's a good question because nobody knows even how she got up there. I mean, in fact, to get to the roof, Elisa would have to either A, climb up the fire escape, and there's 3 at the hotel, but you'd have to go out a window to do that. B, go through a locked rooftop door that would set off an alarm if open, and no alarm was heard that day. Once she even got up there, which at this point, after seeing that video, I think it's highly unlikely she was able to do that, but okay, fair enough, she got up there somehow. She would have to get on the tank platform, climb up a 10-foot ladder, open a 20-pound lid, get into the tank, and somehow close the fucking lid after she got in. And then you also gotta remember she was naked, so that means she either took her clothes off before,
Or the
somehow
clothes never found,
the clothes were found in the tank. So she must have taken the clothes off in the tank,
or they were thrown in.
or they were
afterwards.
thrown in, exactly.
I don't know, I'm getting the
This
creeps
whole
right now.
scenario to me is fishy
Yeah, definitely fishy.
for her to have done that all herself. Another popular theory, and you're not gonna like this, but I have to say it, is ghosts. If you look at the video, it appears as if Elisa is talking to someone right outside the elevator, which has led some on the internet to believe that she's talking to the ghost of serial killer Richard Ramirez, who was convicted of 13 murders and stayed in the Cecil Hotel from 1984 to 1985.
I forgot about that. That I totally forgot about this.
It's also worth noting that Ramirez was a known Satanist.
Absolutely not.
So you're saying you don't think there's even a little bit of a possibility that this place is a little haunted and it could drive people to do some crazy shit?
To me, it's basically like saying, so you don't believe there's a little possibility that the spaghetti monster did that? You know, like,
There's no recorded history of a spaghetti monster. I don't know where you're getting that.
show me the scientific journal in which they've posted all these ghost studies.
There is footage of things moving on their own.
Footage is not science.
There's no one that's like, I'm gonna be a ghost scientist.
Why not?
Because that's
There's
a weird,
footage.
Just think of that title on a business card. That's weird. I'm a ghost scientist.
Yeah.
And that's really just the tip of the iceberg for the Cecil. It also played home to Austrian serial killer Jack Unterweger in 1991, was the site of an unsolved murder in 1964, and was also, according to some, one of the last places the Black Dahlia was seen alive. And to pile it on even more, there have been numerous accounts of people who have jumped to their death from the roof of the Cecil to the point where longtime residents refer to the hotel as the suicide.
If anything, that goes against the ghost theory because there's already a recorded history of it being easy for people to get up onto the roof. Therefore, it must have been easy for her to get up onto the roof.
Let me check to see if it's actually the roof or if it's just jumping.
Oh, okay. Now you're changing your story because it doesn't fit your designed ghost story package. You see, you can't just
I'm gonna check.
change the facts in order to.
I'm gonna serve you up a fresh truth pancake right now. We'll see how you like it. Hold on.
I do like pancakes.
Jump to their deaths from the building. Never says the roof. Authorities ultimately ruled Elisa's death was an accidental drowning.
I'm just feeling bad for the family whose people
Oh, no.
are like,
And that's exactly what my next point was.
Different language
Lost
flipped.
in all the madness is the family,
yes.
who also actually filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the hotel, which
Good.
was eventually dismissed.
What?
But like I said before, the real tragedies to the family.
Yeah, so that is very interesting. So basically, like, she had a bipolar disorder, and then let me get this. Hold on. We're gonna read. Hope you guys like my reading. Oh yeah, no, facts, bro. Facts, because what I'm curious about is, like, they stated in the video that it was the lid was 20 pounds. And how'd she get up on the roof? If she went through the fire alarm and if the fire alarm didn't go off, I mean, so many questions. I'm just really curious about everything. All right, let's read. Elisa Lam acted erratically in that Cecil Hotel elevator before her body was found atop the infamous building inside the terrifying case. Who had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder was last seen alive on January 31st, 2013. Her body was found in the water tank of the roof of Los Angeles Cecil Hotel 3 weeks later. 3 weeks later. 3 weeks. So, we say theory, I guess. My thought is, the fire alarm itself probably went off, but it didn't sound any type of other alarm. Like, maybe that alarm for that door in general. Like, was it loud? Maybe it wasn't loud. Because if it's way up there at the top of the hotel, people down below at the front desk and the management room probably didn't hear it, or no indicator of that door being open. But why would it be easily? Oh, I mean, it's an escape door. It's a fire exit, so it has to be open, right? But why an accidental drowning? Like, did they close the case just like that after, like, okay, we're just gonna deem it as accidental? I don't know, man. It kind of creeped me out. Not gonna lie. Of them, like, just talking about it, I got kind of chills because I'm like, I forgot the hotel had many cases of serial killers at that staying at that hotel, and there's other cases of, like, people jumping to their unaliving from the hotel, but not from the roof, from the building. But one thing they discuss, KB, is that her roommate was complaining, and so she got Elisa got her own room. I mean, what's it called? Is it called schizophrenic? Of like, if you like talking to yourself? Is that what it's called? Schizophrenia, right? Phrenia? Is that how you pronounce it? She could have, that could have been with her, bipolar disorder. And that's sad. Her having a bipolar disorder, that's sad. I didn't know about that. It could be a lot of things. But accidental drowning, I don't know. There's no way. And like, why don't you guys have cameras pointing, like, why only that footage of her? For 13 years, the unanswered questions surrounding Elisa that have continued to draw interest from investigators and true crime buffs. While staying at Los Angeles infamous Cecil Hotel, 21-year-old Canadian college student vanished. He was last seen alive on January 31st, 2013. Investigators searched the historic property but came up empty-handed. It wasn't until detectives reviewed hundreds of hours of surveillance footage from security cameras that they discovered what may have been Lam's final moments. In a bizarre clip, Lam was seen acting erotically in the hotel elevator, pushing multiple buttons at once and peering out the door as if she was being chased. When the footage was released to the public, it ignited a media frenzy and inspired an internet sleuth to attempt to uncover the mystery of Lam's disappearance. On February 19, 2013, almost 3 weeks after she went missing, Lam's body was finally found following complaints from hotel guests about weak water pressure and discovered tap water. A maintenance worker inspected the rooftop water tanks at the Cecil Hotel. There he discovered Lam's nude body inside one of the tanks. Her death was ultimately ruled an accidental drowning with bipolar disorder as a significant factor, but the conclusion hasn't quelled the endless speculation about how she got onto the roof and inside the water tank. Yes. How? They would have mentioned it, but like that's just kind of like my theory on that. Like, what if she did? I don't know. But what happened to Lisa? Everything to know about Lisa Lam's death, the final moments at the Cecil Hotel. Who was Elisa? Lam was a 21-year-old college student who was born and raised in Canada. She was in the middle of her undergraduate degree at the University of British Columbia. Although she had not taken a class at school since the summer of 2012, a university spokesperson told CBS News. Outwardly, the classmates told the outlet that Lam was one of the she was one of the friendliest people they knew, but eternally she also struggled with mental health issues, which she sometimes chronicled one of her online blogs. In a blog post in 2012, I'm sure that she had experienced a relapse and felt that she was wasting her time compared to her fellow peers. Amid her struggles, Lam had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and had been prescribed several medications to help treat her condition. However, homicide detective Tim Marcia recalled in a 2021 crime scene that vanished at the Cecil Hotel that Lam's family says she had a history of not taking her medication. Ooh. Okay. In fact, on several prior occasions, Lam had dealt with hallucinations and delusions after not taking her medication. She was allegedly hospitalized at least once to treat her condition. Huh. I mean, couldn't the autopsy like determine like any medication taken? Like, I wonder if there's reports from like detectives of like of her belongings from the hotel, from her hotel room, and like state if like how long she booked the hotel for. um I wonder if this article will mention that. We learned from Lisa's sister that Elisa had a history of not taking her medication. Several times she had the cause her to have some type of mental breakdown. Marcia shared. What is the Cecil Hotel? Hmm. The Cecil Hotel, briefly renamed to Stay on Main in 2011, in a historic LA property that first opened in 1924. Located near Skid Row, the 700-room hotel had garnered a seedy reputation with rumors of serial killers and paranormal activity founding. For much of its history, the space functioned as a single room rentals with shared bathrooms, rather than a typical hotel, leading to a population of largely transient occupants. Those tenants allegedly include serial killer Richard Ramirez, known as the Night Stalker, who lived there around the time of his murder spree. Jack Unterweger was also reportedly a resident in 1991, during which time he killed 3 sex workers. Oof. Over the century that hotel was open, there have been numerous deaths, including those by unaliving. On a property that the hotel's former manager, Amy Price, claimed the vanishing at the Cecil Hotel that she had seen 80 deaths in 10 years. She worked there from 2007 to 2017. Man, like, just seeing that, oh man, that's sad. Like, man. Anyways, in the past decade, the hotel changed hands several times, but it's now officially closed for business. Ooh. And so it's closed. In 2021, the property was converted to an affordable housing complex and was put for sale for 3 years later for Los Angeles Times. So it's not a hotel anymore. Okay. Noted. What happened before Lisa went missing? In early 2013, Lam embarked on a trip around California. She spent time in San Diego posting photos from the city zoo on social media before heading to LA on January 26th and checking into the hotel 2 days later. Okay, so wait, hold on. Her body was discovered in February, right? So she checked in on the 28th. Okay, I'm just trying to add the dates up. So it said 3 weeks later her body was found. Sorry, hold on. I ordered some food. I want to make sure the light is turned on. Okay, it is cool. All right. Anyways, all right. According to the vanishing at the Cecil Hotel, then strange behavior begins after her arrival. During her stay, she attended a taping of a late-night television show, but according to the police, started acting erratically and was escorted off the property by security. Oh, the lid? But let's say here's the lid, and here's the water, because you're floating. Like, how would you be able to, like, did she hold down the lid while she was going down into the tank? Man, it's a lot of questions. Lamb had also been sharing a room at the hotel with several female roommates who grew concerned by her behavior, according to Price. Lamb had allegedly locked the other women out of the room and left notes telling them to go away or go home. She was eventually moved to her own private room. I have never spoken about this publicly, but she was being disruptive. She was leaving these notes on other guests' beds. She was writing, "Go away, go home, get out." Price shared the vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. Lam was last seen on January 31st. That day, she spent time at the last bookstore, a shop just a few blocks from the Cecil Hotel. According to the store's manager, Katie Orphan, Lam purchased gifts to bring home to her family. She was outgoing, very lively, very friendly, Orphan told CNN, talking about, what books she was getting and whether or not what she was getting would be too heavy for her to carry around as she traveled or take home with her. Later that day, Lam was spotted by staff wandering around the hotel and the vanishing of the Cecil Hotel. Price recalled Lam coming to the lobby and shouting, "I'm crazy, but so is LA." Detective Marcy added that he was told Lam also ended up in the area where guests weren't allowed and had to be asked to leave. She then walked towards a bank of elevators, marking the last time she was seen by anyone in the hotel. Okay. Lam was set to leave the hotel the following day and head to Santa Cruz, but she never checked out. Her parents had grown accustomed to hearing from Lam every day by phone, did not hear from her on the 31st, and quickly grew concerned. There we go. What happened during the investigation surrounding Lisa's disappearance? I'm curious, how? Yeah, I'm crazy, but so is LA. Crazy. Huh. Shortly after being unable to get in touch with Lam, her parents contacted the LA Police Department and she was reported missing. Lam's parents and sisters soon headed to California to help with the search efforts. According to the vanishing of the Cecil Hotel, investigators first checked Lam's hotel room, which had already been cleared by the housekeeping staff. All things had been left behind, including her computer, wallet, and medications. So she had her medication. That was one of the things I was gonna question. Was her did she have her medication there? Proof that she was taking it? If they did the autopsy, can they find any type of medication within her body? Okay. So assuming that she took her meds, because an article say that she tends to have moments where she's not taking her medication. Yeah, it's a weird case, but was she taking it? The employee had bagged up her belongings said that in the room was in disarray, as in messy, but not as in foul play. There was no evidence of force entering into the room. There was no paraphernalia for drugs, Marcy explained in a docuseries. Yeah, so I don't know if because your body would inflate, right? If being in the water. I don't know. Not too sure about that. Is inflate the right word? Inflate. Oh. Meanwhile, investigators began to piece together Lam's trip and whereabouts. With the help of her blog, the rest of the hotel, including the roof and basement, was searched with the help of scent tracking dogs, who traced Lam's scent back to her room on the 5th floor. So she was staying on the 5th floor. According to Marcia, the dogs followed the scent to a large window that looked out to the street and led to a fire escape. Investigators also began reviewing hundreds of hours of surveillance footage from the security cameras at the hotel. Well, okay, so maybe there's more footage that we don't know about. While there was no camera on the floor where Lam was staying, a clip of her in the elevator on the night she went missing was uncovered. In the bizarre footage, Lam could be seen acting erratically and almost appearing to communicate with someone. So the hotel had 700 rooms. So I'm guessing 7 floors, 8 floors. I think. But there was no camera on that floor of where she was staying. She then proceeded to press almost every button in the elevator. At times, Lam peered around the corner of the open door before jumping back inside, seemingly hiding in the corner. The door remained open for the duration of her time in the elevator, which is weird. The door wanted to shut once in that video at the beginning, right? But after that, it didn't want to shut. Which Lam eventually exited. Later, the elevator returned to normal working order. But there was a time where like she was outside of the elevator for so long, for at least 30 seconds, and the door didn't shut. From my experience, the hotel that I stayed at when I was in LA a few weeks ago, the door shut right away. Like right when I walked in, like maybe 10, 15 seconds, the door shut. And we had to stop. And the door would not stop too, by the way. So like once you're in, you're in. You have like X amount of seconds to get out. So yeah. Nearly 2 weeks after her disappearance, investigators decided to release a clip of the elevator footage to the public in hopes they could find a new lead. Instead, it opened the floodgates for internet sleuths and conspiracy theorists to make their own ideas of what happened to Lam. The video garnered millions of views, along with theories that Lam had been the victim of supernatural forces or was being pursued by an ill-intentional hotel guest. I have thoughts. While there were now thousands of people looking for Lam, it was not until a hotel guest started complaining about the water that her body was uncovered. Okay. No audio from the camera. Yep. So here's my thought. Okay, before we discuss about this, about her body being found. Hold on. Ooh. Excuse me. So that camera in that elevator, did the investigators look at any other footage after her in that elevator, right? After her being in that elevator, was there anyone else in that elevator after her? Like, that's what I'm curious about, because if there was, can they like question them? What if, like, let's say, oh no, but you can't. I mean, I guess you can. Oh no, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to piece it all together. I'm trying to think about this. That's weird. Like, there was no camera footage of the 5th floor, and like, oh no. All right. So, Santiago Lopez was the one that found Elisa's body in the tank. Amid the search for Lam, hotel guests began complaining of poor water quality and water pressure issues. On February 19th, a hotel employee, Santiago Lopez, began to search for the roots of the problem, eventually checking the water tanks on the roof of the building. He noticed the hatch on one of the tanks was open, and when he looked inside, he uncovered Lam's new body, her clothes sunk to the bottom of the tank. The roof has 4 tanks. I thought there was no water in the tanks or it was clogged. The main tank is where the water starts to circulate. I went to have a look Lopez shared in the translated interview in the Vanishing at the Hotel. To continue, there is a ladder on the roof to get to the tanks. On top of the tank, there's a little hatch. When I went to look, that's when I saw her. She floated up. That's crazy. I just got that image in like in my head. That's crazy. All right, I'll be right back. My food is here. Give me one moment. I'll be back. That's crazy. Open up the window. All right. Damn. The place is action protection. To put this bag into another bag. All right. Hmm. That's crazy. So when you open up the lid, her body floated. That's crazy. The investigation continued as Lamb's body was removed. There was fingerprinted and searched, but officers came up empty-handed and the autopsy revealed that there was no evidence of a struggle, no injuries that could have led to her death, or evidence of sexual assault. Toxicology results also found there was no illicit drugs in her system. Investigators also ruled out the involvement of a third party, considering it would have been impossible for someone to force Len's body inside the water tank without injuring her. With no cuts, bruises, or other markings, the police decided the foul play was unlikely. We have kind of a strange thing going on here, as there was nothing to support a crime of violence occurred. There was no physical evidence found, Marcy said. It raised all types of questions. How did she end up here in the water tank on the roof of the Cecil Hotel? We have a crime here. What actually happened? So what do authorities believe happened to Elisa? All right, about to see what they think. Bernard, what's up? You got bullied. What happened? Like at the bottom of the ocean. Oh, well, I'm eating away from my mic, and also my fan is on too. So, but my fan is on, so that's probably what's going on. But I'm trying to eat away from the mic. I want you guys to hear me crunching. All right. So we're talking about spooky stuff or unsolved mysteries or um a mystery. Very interesting mystery. He gave me no forks. My rice and beans. Um, we can do that soon. Not tonight, but we can do that soon. Totally down for that. All right. Let me get back on this article. And you don't have to be sorry that you're late. I don't expect you to be here every single stream or at all. You're choosing. And I appreciate that. You came by. I got some more info on Prince Harry when he was found on the island, if you want to know, since that is pretty specific. Yeah, we can talk about that after this. Oh yeah. Um oh my god. I need to get a fork. A taco that's falling apart here. Mm. Got you. I should make a separate chat in the Discord for like spooky stuff or like mystery stuff. All right. After extensive testing was completed on Lam's body, investigators uncovered the levels of bipolar medication in her system were much lower. Oh, so there's the answer. Oh, interesting. That's kind of crazy. That's crazy, Minato. But my question was about if she had any like medication in her system. It says there was lower than should have been. Then when Lamb's personal belongings were checked, they found that she had a higher number of pills in her possession, indicating that she may not have been taking her medication. Wow. Um, we went back. We went back and look at all the levels in the toxicology results, comparing those to the prescription that were found at the scene. It also suggests that she was undertaking her medication. Forensic pathologist Dr. Jason Tavar explained in the Vanishing of the Cecil Hotel. Excuse me. Based on toxicology results, Lamb's behavior leading up to her death and her history of not taking her medication, investigators believe that she may have had a psychotic episode. Based on the evidence that we have, Elisa looked like she had one, bipolar one, which means that in the more severe version of bipolar disorder, in which psychotic features can sometimes be part of that. In that state, you have very disorganized thinking where the logic doesn't really make sense. And it's hard to separate fantasy from reality. Dr. Judy Ho said in The Vanishing of the Cecil Hotel. She continued, I think that when you look at the reports of her behavior at the hotel to then this TV taping and even the infamous elevator video, to me it's completely consistent with somebody in the middle of a psychotic episode. Lamb's sister also confirmed that she actions seen in the elevator video were consistent with the previous patterns and aligned with prior episodes where Lamb was afraid someone was following her. Elisa Lam's sister said that in the past she would become frightened, she would become delusional, she would run and hide. She hid under the bed. LP Detective Greg Kading said in the doctors. He went on supposing that Lamb could have made her way up to the roof, and it would make perfect sense that she saw the water tank as her place to hide. But she was unclothed. Authorities believe Lamb used the fire escape to reach the roof and then climb the ladder to the water tank. Once she jumped inside, they posited? Does it mean? Posited? I don't know. The only way out was through the open hatch, a task that would be near impossible on her own. Investigators believe that Lamb attempted to stay afloat for as long as possible, even removing her clothing to prevent it from dragging her down, but that she ultimately succumbed to accidental drowning. That's an I. Huh. And that's it. That's all. Which is, it's a good article. It was basically going over the docu-series, I think. Yeah, I need a fork. Hold on. Damn it. Damn it. Serious. Hold on. So basically, to end off with this, I think with this case, to me, I'm gonna say it's gonna be unsolved just because, like, for me, I'm on both ends, 50-50. Her medication, it was it plays in a big part where, you know, she's having that psychotic episode resulted of her seeing things and just kind of like, you know, as explained in the article. But also, that hotel does have a lot of paranormal, questionable things of people jumping from the building to unaliving themselves, of serial killers staying at the hotel, living there. So like all this energy, this negative energy combining with her bipolar disorder, um affecting her health and her mental state. But as it states in the article, for her to get up to the roof using the fire escape is nearly impossible to do it on her own. So what happened? Like, did someone help her? Was someone else there? Because what about the of her supposed roommates? How many roommates were there? And what were they doing? You know, so very questionable. And then also the hotel not having fire or cameras, and then the fire exit. Like, if she did go through the fire exit, did the alarm go off? If it did, no one heard. And does the front desk even get notification of the door being open? A lot of questions. Rest her soul, and then you know, do full sorry for her family. Um, it's I'm very unfortunate, but uh, that is this live episode. Now we could talk about anything else. I am more happy to talk about anything else. So, and now about the e-files. What do you have on? You said Prince Harry. What do you have? I think I enjoyed doing this. This was actually pretty fun. Eats. Get these bringing these tacos from this Mexican place near my house, and it's been pretty fire. Have not disappointed me at all. Ain't shredded chicken. Mm. I guess what we'll do in the meantime for a little bit. I guess I could load up Master Duel. As master for a little bit. Let's see. Wait, did you say you have a you have I'll save your replay for an actual Master Duel stream. All right. This is when I wish I had Maxi in hand. Hmm. Easy. Yeah, this picture's taking forever. Hmm. Damn, dude. Freaking Draco Tail deck. Hate it. Oh, wait. Alright, move on to the next one. Should have left freaking Lupus. Can't target it. Whatever. Really good. Not bad. Evil twins. Get pocket. Get over this and beat it. Interesting. Apple. Oh my God. Oh wait. Bro, I hate these. This is a good board setup. Oh my goodness. Avermax? You went undefeated. Hell yeah, Doom King. Congrats. Oh my god, I didn't even look at the last part. I'm like, Avermax, I'm like, sounds so familiar. It's so familiar. It didn't show right away. So I didn't. I'm dumb. I hate the card. I hate it. And there's just knowing that this, oh my god, bro. You done? I got nothing. All right, let's see what I can do here. Wrap it up, big bro. All right. Negate it. Just do it. That's all you got to do. I wanted the games with this spooky dog with, so I commit to counter control. By the end of my first turn, they had around 22,000 life points. That's crazy. Really? That's Gate Guardian? Wait, I'm a Master Duel now? I'm just trying to kill for another like 10-20 minutes. Wait, huh? It's something, Trying to think here. We watch a replay? Okay. "14 turns." What they don't know, what I'm about to do. I know they have imperm. I don't care if they use imperm. I want them to use imperm. That's the whole point. Let's see. Is that why I can't do anything because of them not letting me? What's not allowing me to do? Okay. I see. I see. Okay. What a be. How I feel about canine. Or it's different. Oh, I can only tag, bro. Oh my god. I'm trying to think how. Yeah. There's nothing else I can do. I'm just gonna concede and then go on to the next thing. I can't do, I'm drawing a blank here. I know I could get around, but I can't attack it. I just, he has negates. But he had 2 imperms. Frustration. Anyways, all right. You know what? Let me. Oops, wrong thing. Bird thrower. Replay. What was it? KB. Just brawlers. Is it the Duelist Cup? Oh man. Just hope. Okay. Let's speed it up. Yo, what's up, Relic? What you miss? BS plays. Oh, Evil Twins. Crazy thing to say. Oh, Labyrinth. Okay. Am I playing? No, this is a replay from KB. Damn. Sheesh. You know that card blew up your opponent's field like that. That's crazy. Nato. Not to. I mean the first one. Watch. Yeah, I didn't know it was board wipe like that. W. This is his own ass again. Everybody just felt bad. They felt sorry for him. Yo, what's up, Josh? Thank you for liking the TikTok live. Appreciate that. Oh, he messed up. I should have waited. How you doing, Josh? They both messed up. That's crazy. All right. Watch this. Yeah. That's it? That's what they did? Oh, yeah, Maxi. Mmm. What is that? I bet you Minato wished he looked like this. That long, nice hair, fire coming out of his hand. Damn, 1900 life points left. Look like in his dreams. Oh shit. Ah, that's what you did there. Nice, nice. Okay, Minato. Nice. You props. Okay, okay. So you're enjoying Draco Tail. Cool beans. You did good. You did good in that second replay. Give you props for that. Okay. All right, guys. That's it for tonight. That was a good little chit chat stream. And kind of going over that. I think David will be the next one. I think your replay was a lot cooler, KB. 110% a lot cooler. Hey, Sky Dustin, welcome in. Welcome in. But I'm gonna end the stream here. We'll be back tomorrow. Definitely a Master Duel stream. I'll set up the room. And we'll have some fun. Lots of fun. That's all I have for tonight. Thank you for all the love and support. If you're watching on the vertical and horizontal stream, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get the VODs to 5 likes each of the horizontal and vertical. If you're watching on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you're watching on TikTok, double tap that live. But other than that, you guys have a wonderful night. Have a good night rest.